This is Olivia, a teacher of English language and literature. I welcome you to my channel. This is an English learning channel or a channel for learning English. So I welcome you to it. So before I forget, I kindly request you to subscribe to it. Please subscribe to my channel. I need more subscribers. Please do. Then you can also like my videos. I think this is my 8th video. So you can watch them, make a comment, like them. That is very okay. In case you'd like to maybe give a piece of advice or anything else, you can make a comment. I'll be able to read it and give a feedback. So I've been talking about question tags. I talked about idioms. I've also talked about pronunciation. You can watch my videos and you'll be able to give me the feedback in case there's anything that you'd like me to talk about. So for today we are going to look at something different, and those are adjectives. This is a different aspect. Adjectives. Adjectives are words that can be used for description. For example, they can be used to describe nouns. Adjectives are used to describe nouns. Nouns are naming words, names of people, names of things, names of places. Those are what nouns are. So we use the adjectives to describe a person, to describe a place or a thing. And the reason as to why we use those adjectives is to enable the person that is listening to have a clear picture of what we are describing, to have a clear picture of what we are talking about. So that is the importance of adjectives. Adjectives are used for description. So this kind of description can be done according to number, the adjectives of number. Any number that you can mention is an adjective. 1, 2, 10, 1,000, 100. All those are adjectives. So adjectives can be used when you're talking about a number, a certain number. That is an adjective. So we can also talk about, or rather describe things according to opinion. When you look at something, how do you perceive it? What kind of picture do you get when you look at something? Is something good? Is something beautiful? Is someone industrious? Is someone handsome? Is it a nice place? Is it adorable? So we can give description according to opinion. So we can also talk about size. Words can be used to describe size. For example, something can be small, something can be big. All those, or rather, those two are also adjectives. So when you are talking about size, those words used are also called adjectives. So we can also talk about shape, something oval, something round. Those are adjectives too. So we can also talk about height. Someone is tall, another one is short. We can also talk about weight, something heavy, something light. So those are also adjectives. We can also describe things, places, or people according to age. When you're talking about age, for example, something can be new, something can be old, something modern, something ancient. Those are adjectives too. So when you're talking about description, when you're describing a place or thing, a person, you can also describe them according to age. We can also talk about color. For example, something red, something blue, something yellow, green, black. But when it comes to people, we use the word complexion. We use the word complexion. For example, someone can be dark-skinned, another one can be light-skinned, another one can be chocolate, and so many other words that we can use when we are describing people's complexion. Then we can also talk about origin, where something is from. So the origin answers the question of where it is from. or where that person is from. For example, someone can be Ugandan, another one can be African, American, Asian, Chinese, European, and so many others. So we can also talk about material. We can describe something according to material. What is it made of? It can be cotton, it can be silk, it can be metallic, it can be wooden, it can be what else? You can add that in the comments. So when we think something can also be plastic, yeah, and so many others. There are so many words that we can use when we are talking about material. What is it made of? So those are the words that we can use when we are talking about that kind of description. So when we are talking about things, there are words that we can use when we are talking about the purpose. What are they used for? What are they used for? So that can also be used for description. For example, when you talk about a ball, when you talk about a certain field, when you talk about a certain table, what is it used for? So that's the purpose. What does it serve? For example, it can be a social activity. For example, games are social activities. When you're talking, when you go to the dining hall, you put the food on the dining table. So those things, what is it used for? So that answers that question. When you're giving such kind of description, we can be able to use that. So when you look when you're talking about the purpose, what it is used for, that is the question that can be answered. So it can be for writing, it can be for pounding, it can be for dining, it can be an activity that is a social activity, anything that you use it for, that is the purpose. So all those can be used as adjectives. So that's how we can use description. When you are talking about things, when you are talking about places, when you are talking about people, the words that you can use to describe them are what we call adjectives. I'll just give an example for each of those. For example, when you are talking about number, let me just give examples. I have 3 brothers. I have 3 brothers. I have 3 brothers. When you're talking about opinion, I'll just use the word industrious. My friends are very industrious. My friends are very industrious. Industrious means being creative. My friends are very industrious. When you're talking about size, you can say small. I have 3 small mangoes. I have 3 small mangoes. Or these mangoes are small. Small is the one that we can use when you're talking about size. When you're talking about weight, the luggage is heavy. The luggage is heavy. So heavy is for weight. Height. My husband is tall. My husband is tall. So tall is the one that I've used to describe height. When you're talking about color, color, someone can say, I have 3 red dresses. I have 3 red dresses. I have 3 red dresses. So red is for color. Red is for color. Age. Are we using modern technology? Are we using modern technology? Are we using modern technology? So modern is for age. When you're talking about what else? Color, talked about it. Origin. I'm an African. I'm an African. I am an African. African is for origin. Material. Can you buy plastic plates? Can you buy plastic plates? Plastic is for material. Can you buy plastic plates? And lastly, maybe we just give one for purpose. The food is on the dining table. The food is on the dining table. So dining is the purpose. Alright, that's enough for today. Next time we shall look at the order of adjectives. The order of adjectives. Adjectives are supposed to be put in order for them to be used grammatically correct. If the sentences are to be grammatically correct, then we are supposed to place them in the right order. Thank you for viewing this video. I can request you to subscribe to my channel, like my videos, make any comments. I also thank you for viewing my videos. My name is Olivia. I'm a teacher of English language and literature. Thank you.